Good morning, River Valley family. We're going to continue our devotional through the book of Colossians today, reading in Colossians chapter 3. And today we're going to read the first 4 verses of chapter 3. So join me in reading Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 4, where it says this: If then you have been raised with Christ, seek the things that are above, where Christ is, seated at the right hand of God. Set your minds on things that are above, not on things that are on earth. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. When Christ, who is your life, appears, then you will also appear with him in glory. So take a moment, pause, reflect on these verses, read them again, see what stands out to you, see what Paul is saying about what happens when we're in Christ. Paul here is making connections. If, then. It's an if-then statement. It's really kind of like how Jeff Foxworthy got famous with his comedy, You Might Be a Redneck If You Have a TV Sitting on Top of Another TV. But this is what Paul does, is he's making these connections, and he kind of reverses that. He says, if this is true, then this must be true. He says, if you're this, then this must be true for how you live. He's like, if I would say, like, if you're an Arkansan, you most likely are a Razorback fan. That's an if-then statement. And so Paul is making this statement, but he's saying, if you know Christ, if you've been raised with Christ, meaning if you have a new life in Christ, then this must be true. And so what is this that must be true? Well, he says you must be seeking the things of God, not the things here on earth. You must be setting your mind on heavenly things, not the things here. You must be doing things. Why? Well, because you've been raised with Christ. You have a new life. You are dead to your former way of life. And that we now eagerly await when Christ will appear again, come again, because we will be like him in his glory when we do. But until then, until he returns, we set our minds on the things of God. We look to the things of God. We keep those things pondering, meditating on, marinating our souls in those things, because it starts to change us and prepare us for when Christ returns. If you know Christ, then you'll set your mind, look to the things above, the things of God. What will that look like in your life to live out this if-then statement? What would it look like to set your mind on the things that are heavenly, the things that are above? Take a moment, ponder this, see how you would change in response to this. We have some reflection questions that might help you do just that.